Good evening, students. Welcome to Sri Ramanja Vidya Mandir, a temple for learning. Children, in the previous class, we discussed about magnetism. Okay, what are different types of, what are the different conditions that influence the magnetism, and how the first thing how a magnet, a magnetic material can be created. Okay, how a magnetism is produced means we have seen the basic children from starting onwards from the atomic level, from how the charge move whenever the charge is moving, or whenever the charge is accelerating, how it is able to produce both magnetic field and electric field. From there onwards we discussed about different conditions, formation of south pole, north pole, and we have seen the properties of magnet, children, different properties. Okay, so children, see here. See children, the first thing, if we consider any magnet, whether it is artificial or natural, or temporary magnet or permanent magnet, it contains two poles. Okay, definitely there will be existence of two poles, magnetic poles. Okay, see children, even we make it half. Okay, in perpendicular direction or horizontal direction, whatever may be the bisection, again there will be formation of two poles, children. Okay, even if we bisect this magnet perpendicularly, there will be formation of what? Two poles, two unlike poles, and here also. Okay, south and north, south and north. Okay, children, no issue with that. Definitely there will be formation of two poles, two unlike poles. Monopole, not at all possible. Okay, no possibility, no possibility for existence of monopole. Okay, children, there is no possibility for existence of monopole, not at all possible. Okay, see children, for any magnet, okay, at the ends there will be formation of two poles, north and south, we know that, and there will be magnetic pole strength also, children. Magnetic pole strength, magnetic pole strength, that we use it to indicate in general with small m. Okay, so for at the south pole we use it to indicate with minus small m, children. At north pole it is plus small m. Okay, and the distance between these two poles we use it to consider as 2 into small l, 2 into small l. Okay, now what is the formula for magnetic moment? Okay, magnetic moment. See children, magnetic moment we use it to indicate with capital M. magnetic moment we used to indicate with what? Capital M. Okay. See children, capital M is equal to magnetic pole small m into distance between those two. Okay children, magnetic pole strength small m into the distance between those two, okay, which is nothing but 2L. Now see children, suppose if I bisect this magnet, if I bisect the magnet, in this format children, which is perpendicularly I am bisecting the magnet, okay, even though there will be existence of two poles, south and north, okay, and pole strength minus m plus m, again minus m plus m. But children, here the thing is the length changes now. Okay, initially it is 2L. When it is combined, when we are separating that one, the length become half, means we are bisecting at half of the distance. Next, suppose if we bisect this one perpendicularly, okay, see children, I am just showing children, this is just a representation that we are bisecting in this direction. Okay, it doesn't mean that that particular plane is becoming rough and all. Okay, see children, now even though poles will be formed south and north, but the magnetic pole strength becomes half children. Okay, now here minus small m by 2 minus small m by 2 plus small m by 2 plus small m by 2. Okay, now the distance will be 2L only. Distance is not changing children here. That length is not changing, it is 2L only. Okay, see children, now what will be the formula here for magnetic moment? Capital M is equal to pole strength m by 2 into distance between them 2L. Okay children, pole strength m by 2 into distance between them 2L. Okay, accordingly we will write for a magnet which was bisect perpendicularly also same. Okay children, pole strength into the distance. Okay, next, see children, very important topic, magnetic field and magnetic field lines. Children, what is field? What is meant by field? Field is nothing but the area around the magnet up to which it can exert some force. Okay, let us consider this is magnet children, north and south poles, and it can influence any metallic substance or magnetic substance which was kept in this region. Okay children, only in that particular region it can, suppose if we keep any iron piece or any metal piece in this region, whatever the metal piece, whatever we are keeping, it can be attracted by the magnet out of this region. Okay, somewhere here it can't attract, somewhere here it can't attract, somewhere here it can't. Okay, so magnet has some specific boundary, some specific area, only in that particular area it can show its influence. Okay children, so a magnetic material, okay, around its region it can show only up to some particular boundary children, boundary. Okay, that region is nothing but what? Magnetic field. Field is different. Okay, magnetic field lines. Magnetic field lines. See children, magnetic field lines. Okay, in this magnetic field, okay, see children, we can do this. In previous lecture I shown children this one. From north to south, magnetic field lines used to move inside from south to north, again from north to south, again from south to north. Okay, see children, only up to this particular region there will be, see, up to this particular area magnetic field lines are produced. Okay, beyond this region no magnetic lines. Means this complete area in which the magnetic field lines were spread, that area can influence any magnetic material in its vicinity. Okay, in that particular region, whatever the magnetic material we are keeping, that magnet can show some effect on it, either attracting or repelling, whatever, it will show some effect. Beyond these lines, see children, magnetic field just means it is the region enclosed by the magnetic fields around the magnet, that's it. Magnetic field in the sense the region bounded by the magnetic field lines. Okay, whether it is a bar magnet or a cylindrical magnet, horseshoe magnet, U-shaped magnet, whatever. Okay, from north pole to south pole there will be continuous movement of magnetic field lines. Okay, if any material kept in that particular field lines, that material will be influenced by that particular magnet. Okay, so see children, this is the case. See, up to this region, whatever may be the materials we are keeping, either metallic objects or magnetic substances, okay, this magnet can show its influence. Okay, this entire thing is nothing but what? Magnetic field. This region is magnetic field. These lines are magnetic field lines. What are these lines, children? Magnetic field lines. Okay. Now see children, few points. Once observe this diagram. In this region, the number of magnetic field lines are more. And again in this region, the number of magnetic field lines are more. We can see, we can observe from this diagram, more number of field lines. Observe this region, children, only 2. Observe this region, only 1. Okay, only 2, but here again more, 4, but here again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 field lines were there, children. If you observe, what I am saying is magnetic field lines are not uniform, they will be distributed. Near the poles the magnetic field lines will be more and magnetic strength also more. Before I said magnetic pole strength, that strength depends on the number of field lines present at that particular pole. If number of field lines are more, more magnetic strength. If number of lines are less, less magnetic strength. Okay, so near the pole, okay, near the poles, magnetic field strength will be more due to more number of magnetic field lines. Okay, if we move away from the poles, if we observe the region away from the poles, the number of field lines are less, magnetic field strength also less. At some particular area, there will be no magnetic, means beyond that. If you observe no lines here, no magnetic field lines, means this region doesn't comes under magnetic field. Okay, the region around which a magnet can show its influence is nothing but simply magnetic field. That magnetic field is just simply the collection of magnetic field lines produced by that particular magnet. Always the magnetic field lines externally move from north pole to south pole. Internally they move from south pole to north pole. Near the poles, the magnetic field line strength will be more. More number of magnetic field lines present, so more strength. Okay. Next, once observe children, a line from here to here, north to, again it is entering from south to north inside. Means any one line, it is leaving from north, children. Okay, and again it is entering at south, and again it is moving towards north, and again it is coming out of north. See, okay, north, south. Any magnetic field which is leaving from north, it enters into south externally. Externally, children, external. Internally, it moves from south to north. Once observe, children, it is forming what? A closed loop. It is forming what? A closed loop. Okay, children, it is forming a closed loop. So, if magnetic field strength will be more, see children, we usually say force. Okay, that force may be attraction or repulsion, whatever. Force can be attraction or repulsion, both. Okay, that's fine. Force is there. If like poles are there, there will be repulsion. If unlike poles, there will be attraction. How much quantity is that force? What is the magnitude of that force? Okay, how we can calculate? By using a simple formula. Force F is equal to mu naught by 4 pi m1 m2 by r square. Okay, children, mu naught by, this was obtained by using, okay, we derived from Coulomb's law. We derived this formula by using Coulomb's law. Okay, mu naught by 4 pi, its value is, see children, this is constant value, mu naught by 4 pi, it is 10 power minus 7. Children, here mu naught is nothing but what? Permeability. I explained in our previous lecture. Mu naught is nothing but what? Permeability. Okay, M1 and M2 are magnetic field strengths near the poles, magnetic pole strength. We have seen in previous slide, I shown M, small m, minus small m, capital small m, that. Okay, magnetic pole strength. Okay, mu naught is permeability. Okay, children, if we consider two magnets and distance, this one is what? Distance of separation. Distance of separation between these two pole strengths means those 2 points. Okay, children. Okay, the important thing is we usually consider that Coulomb's law we usually apply for charges. Okay, F is equal to q1 q2 by r square, constant k into q1 q2 by r square. See children, these two are charges. In while dealing with current electricity, static electricity, while dealing with static electricity, we use this formula. Okay, in order to calculate force between two charges. Like if two charges are there plus q, what is the force experienced by these two charges? Means repulsion force only. How much could be its magnitude, the force magnitude? We can simply use this formula, Coulomb's law. Okay. See children, this constant value is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. See children, you might have, see children, once observe here mu naught is there. Here this one is epsilon naught. Okay, this one is epsilon naught. This one here it is permittivity. This is what? Permittivity. And this one permeability. Mu means permeability. I explained children regarding what is permeability and all in our previous lecture. So let's move further. Typically, a magnetic field can be illustrated in two different ways: magnetic field vector and magnetic field lines. Okay children, typically a magnetic field can be illustrated in how many ways children? Two ways. What are they? Magnetic field vector and magnetic field lines. Okay. Magnetic field vector. A magnetic field can be mathematically described as a vector field. See children, vector. Magnetic field can be described as a vector field. Vector means which has specific direction. A quantity which has specific direction. So here magnetic field is also having some specific direction children. Okay. So that's the reason it comes under vector field. An important thing, if we consider mass, we won't if we consider mass, it is a scalar quantity. We won't bother about direction and all. Okay. When it comes to velocity or force, we need to bother about direction. Okay children. And the vector field is a set of many vectors that are drawn on a grid. Vector field is nothing but what children? Set of many vectors. See children, previously I shown here all these lines are vectors only. Okay, the area enclosed by all these lines is nothing but our magnetic field. Since those are vectors, that field also becomes what children? Vector field. Okay, vector field in the sense it is a collection of vectors. Okay, so here also all the lines are what? Vectors only, and this field is what? Collection of those vectors. So magnetic field can be treated as a vector field. Okay. Next. Yeah, see children, here this picture shows the direction of that specific magnetic field. Okay, from north to south. Next, magnetic field lines. Magnetic field lines are visual tool used to represent magnetic fields. See children, we are previous lecture I described about magnetic field by using magnetic field lines. Magnetic field lines are visual tool to represent what? Magnetic fields. Magnetic field we need to represent children. How we can represent? By drawing those vector field lines, magnetic field lines. After drawing all those magnetic field lines, they will have some boundary. Okay, up to which they can show their influence. That complete pack of magnetic field lines we are treating as a magnetic field. Okay, So magnetic field lines are very, very important, children. Next, they describe the direction of the magnetic force. What they describe, children? Magnetic field lines describe direction of what? Magnetic force. See, children, capital M I draw means at the earlier starting of this lecture I explained about magnetic force. Okay. Sorry, children. Magnetic moment, which in turns creates that magnetic force. I will show how. Okay. See, children, they describe the direction of the magnetic force on a north monopole at any given position. At north monopole. See, children, north monopole means only describing about north pole. Okay, don't think that it is again the magnet is having monopole. Okay, we are describing, we means magnetic force we will describe at north pole specifically. Magnetic field lines are imaginary lines. See, children, if we see the magnet, if we keep the magnet, we can't see all those lines. Okay, but if we keep under any paper or if we sprinkle some iron pieces on that, they will form some magnetic field lines. Actually, what are those lines? We don't know. Those are just imaginary lines. Okay, by doing some this type of activities, we use it to draw those lines. That's it. Okay. Yeah. See, children. Once observe here. If two magnets were kept like this, means side by side, from north pole magnetic field lines used to come out and they used to enter at south pole, right? Usually once observe, children, individually once if you observe, magnetic field lines are entering from north to south. Okay. When two magnets were placed side by side, the lines travel from north to south. Means the line from first magnet, let us consider first and second. The line from first magnet, due to its lack of separation between those two magnets, it starts coming out from the second magnet, children, and due to presence of south pole, it enters here itself. Okay, which are near to the south pole in this magnet itself, they will travel from north to south. Okay, remaining will be moving to some infinity and they will disappear. But if that another magnet was kept like this, what's going to happen means that magnet which was about to reach infinity, it enters into what? South pole of that another magnet. Due to this, what's going to happen means attraction force will develop. Due to this, what's going to happen? Attraction used to develop, children. Attraction force. Okay. And see, children, if you consider some wire, and through the wire some current entering, okay, in this direction upwards, then in which direction the magnetic field lines produce? Circular, children. Magnetic field lines will be what? Circular. But circle clockwise or anti-clockwise? By in anti-clockwise direction. Okay, anti-clockwise direction. See, children, this can be explained by using right hand thumb rule. If thumb shows the direction of current, the curl fingers shows the direction of magnetic field lines. See, children, if this is the conductor, around this one in a spherical shape, magnetic field lines used to produce, okay, due to the movement of charges. I already said due to the movement of charges, the charge can produce magnetic field and electric field. So here, due to this movement of charges around that conductor, there is production of magnetic field lines. Okay, children, what you have to do means Just place the thumb in the direction of magnetic, in the direction of current. The fingers, in which direction they are curling? The curl fingers, they show the direction of, means either clockwise or anti-clockwise, okay, magnetic field. Okay, children, magnetic field. Okay, that's all for today's session, children. Let's continue our discussion in our upcoming lecture. Okay, children, thank you and have a nice day.